Hello Reformers and welcome to Outward. Now Outward is a game that I have been looking forward to for a while. It is a true RPG in a very grand sense, and it has reminded some people of Dark Souls, so that's going to be pretty interesting. Personally, I don't really see the similarities, but the combat system is relatively similar. Anyway, if you'd like to check out Outward, there is a link in the description, and that will take you to the Steam store page. So, let us create a new game. And we're going to be playing with one player. Alright, so I can actually choose my name here. Oh no, this is bad. This is very bad. I'm terrible at names, so I'm just going to go with a classic. Oh my. Wow, you can actually go for some really crazy stuff, right? You can go for some absolutely crazy stuff. Alright, so let's just try and get someone that's kind. Oh my, this is bad. This is very bad. Okay, what about... Oh my. Okay, wow, you can actually have all kinds of manners of different hair. And... Oh, okay, I have no idea really. I seriously don't. They only give you a handful of faces, so that's obviously a bit of an issue. Can't... Oh no, should we go for the... Yeah, sure, why not? Let's go for that. All my life, I've lived within the safety of Chiurzo, spared the brutality of the world outside. But life in Aurai is never that easy. For all the safety that my tribe provides, our laws are harsh. We are judged not as individuals, but as bloodlines. The failures of my bloodline weigh heavy on me. My grandmother brought ruin to our tribe long ago, bringing a heavy blood price upon my family. We've paid the debt caused by her actions ever since. I joined an expedition across the sea with my old friend Yasser, hoping the money made there would be enough to clear my debts. This was a mistake. I'm lucky to still be breathing after our ship hit rocks on the return voyage. Now I have no choice but to pick myself up yet again and face the wild, untamed land outside the walls. I must carve out my own future or die trying. Okay, so we're actually shipwrecked in the middle of nowhere. Hello. Hello, person. No, apparently I can't loot him. I would like to loot him. I'd like to loot everything. But in this game, looting is, shall we say, quite risky, because everything carries weight, even coins, even money has weight in this game. So let's see what happens. Take that. I'll take another torch, why not? Okay, yeah, so we're going to also obviously be gathering some berries as well. I have done the tutorial, by the way, so I do understand some of the basic gameplay mechanics, but this is a pretty deep RPG as far as I'm aware, so there are going to be those times when I get a little bit stuck. But I'm actually really impressed with the graphics. I've actually heard a lot of people say that the graphics are lackluster in some way. I don't actually understand that. It's an open world game, so obviously the graphics are going to be a little bit lower fidelity than if you were making a confined corridor shooter or something along those lines, but I'm actually finding them absolutely acceptable, no problem whatsoever, because, I mean, look at that sunset right there, or sunrise, or whatever it may be. Hello. Alright, so we can actually use the bedroll right there, and we have some bandages, and... Oh, hello. That is our friend, I believe. That is our friend that actually took us over here. Let's take some bread. I'm just going to make sure I have as much stuff as possible. Let's talk to him.
What you need?
Barney, you're alive. You must be freezing. Come warm up by the fire before you freeze to death. That is also a thing you have to take into account. Your character can get cold and warm, so you're going to need to manage your temperature effectively. And you can also get illnesses. You can get sick, you can get infections, you can even get the common cold, so you do need to be a bit wary.
You'll catch a cold if you wander around without any clothes.
Here, they're not much, but wear them. Yes, there's also some sporadic voice acting. Now, I gotta say that I don't know. I've heard that the voice acting is a mixed bag at the moment, and while I really don't mind, either way, it's basically a bit annoying that they only voice act one little bit of the sentence, and then the rest of the sentence is not there. But obviously it's just annoying for me because I'm having to read out the whole thing. But well, whatever the case. Where are we, Izan? The last thing I remember was our ship hitting the rock.
We're not far from home. You can see the lighthouse from here, can't you?
Ito made it out too. He's making his way home to Chiazzo to go get some help. Ito made it out alive too. Thanks. Thank Ilat even. That is our god, I assume.
He's a Kazite. He was born on a ship.
This probably isn't the first time he's had to survive a shipwreck.
Go ahead and sleep in one of the extra bedrolls.
Yes, thank you very much. If you're still feeling too injured from the shipwreck, go ahead and sleep. I'll keep a watch out for Ito and rescuers. Right, so that's exactly what we can do. I'm actually going to unequip my little torch right there, and we can use the improvised bedroll, and I think we're going to do that. Alright, so this is where the resting mechanics come in. Now, this is a very interesting mechanic in my opinion. I like this quite a bit because if you are fighting, if you're running around, if you're taking damage and all that stuff, usually you're going to then have, well, wear and tear, basically. So if you get hit, if you use your weapon and so on, your stamina and your max health are going to reduce. Sleeping will restore those. Now, you can also spend an hour or however many hours you want guarding. Now, here, this is not actually necessary. We don't have to actually worry about ambushes or anything like that because we have Izan over there doing a little bit of guarding for us. And then, of course, we can repair our equipped items. You can only repair the items that you have equipped. So anyway, I'm actually going to cancel this for a second because I am wanting to maybe eat some bread. Let's eat some bread. Do I not have anything else? No, I do not. I am thirsty, however, which is a big problem. Do you think I can find some water here? I mean, I can drink salt water, but that's absolutely useless, isn't it? So I guess we're... Oh, gather tree? What am I going to get out of the tree? Oh, we're going to get wood. Of course we are. Of course we are. Alright, well, I think what we're going to do is we are going to use the bedroll, and I'm going to sleep for... I don't even know how many hours. Let's just sleep for... I guess 3 hours or something like that. I don't exactly know how long we really need to, because we are full HP and stamina at the moment. So we'll see. But yeah, magic is more of a bit of a ritualistic affair in Outward. It's a bit different than normal games, and we'll discover that as we go on. Anyway, unconsciousness comes quickly, and you dream of being ensnared in something. With a yelp, you jump out of your bed. Relief floods you as you recognize where you are. You are back in your old bed at home, the lighthouse in Chiazzo. Izan must have brought you back to your family's lighthouse. Only your aching body tells you that the shipwreck you suffered was not a nightmare. Okay. Okay, so here's the thing. We're in this really cool part of the world, and then all of a sudden we're back home? Not entirely sure if I agree with that, but okay. Your body temperature is now back to normal. That's fantastic. Let's take some worker boots. We put those on. Green worker attire as well. So we can actually take a look at the stats here. As you can see, green worker attire is... Is it better? Is it better? It has, yeah, I guess it has a little bit more cold weather resistance, I suppose. So I guess we can do that. We can use our bed right there if we so desire. Don't really want to do that at the moment, so let's just head downstairs. And, oh yes, we have backpacks. Now, backpacks in this game are very interesting because the backpacks will basically make it very difficult for you to dodge and things like that. But you can also lose them if you die. So, for example, if you die or if you drop them or something to be able to dodge better, then you have to go back and retrieve them. So that is a bit of a problem. But anyway, let's move this to our primitive satchel. We have this in our pocket right now. As you can see, we have different inventories. So we have a pocket where most of our loot and various other things is going to go, and then we have a bag, which is a larger higher capacity thing. So that's pretty good. And do I have anything on my boots right now? I think I do have some boots, but we were using worker boots. Are they actually better than what I had? They're basically the same, but yeah, bear in mind that we do have durability as well with our armor and things like that, so I guess I'm just going to take that and put it in our bag for safekeeping. I'm going to try and loot everything that I can. I can go into the streets if I want to, but I'm going to try and take, as I say, as much as possible. Jerky, that's great. You can use a bow and arrow as well. You can also use a number of different weapons, spears, maces, two-handed swords like claymores, and various other things like that. So yeah, we're hopefully going to get something relatively nice, and I'm learning a couple of things right there. Okay, so I have a bunch of makeshift torches, and they all have durability too. Food can go bad, so that's obviously a thing that you got to take into account too. Alright, so you can actually use the kitchen as well. So if I want to, I can actually use the kitchen, and I can make a gaberry tartine, which is bread and gaberry jam. And that will create this, which is basically jam sandwiches. So we're going to do that. Why not? It sounds like a pretty tasty thing to take on our journeys. And we got some iron scraps here, improvised bedroll. And we also have some flint and steel, which we can use to create campfires. Campfires are very important, of course. There's an old lantern as well. Very nice indeed to see that. I'm actually going to unequip the lantern. There we go, because we don't want to waste it. And I actually wanted to take a cooking pot, but it seems like I'm not able to take that at the moment. So now that we've raided the kitchen, and everyone is going to be super happy with me, I can't go up the ladder. That's unfortunate, but we're going to go out into the streets. Oh, hello. Oh dear. Am I in trouble? Did I steal all their stuff?
Rise and shine, trog spawn. You think you can nip off for 4 months and not pay what you owe the tribe?
A blood price is sacred. You can't just shrug off that responsibility.
If I don't see the money from you by the time I count to 10, you'll regret you ever came home.
Oh. Okay, I just woke up from a shipwreck. Have a heart, will you? Or we could say, you know, I can't pay it. All the money we made in Orochi is at the bottom of the bay. Let's say that.
Yeah, you were on that ship too, weren't you? How many lives must your family be responsible for destroying before enough is enough?
Oh, wow, okay. This doesn't change the fact that I have no money right now and can't pay you.
If you can't make the payments you missed, we will seize your home!
That ought to cover 4 months of ignoring your duty to the tribe. Either pay up or get out of our way.
Enough of this! 12 people are dead. Stop this shameful behavior at once.
Right, so this is a time for the tribe to come together and mourn our lost loved ones, not to demand payment from a survivor. Stop this shameful behavior at once.
To threaten someone like this while the lost lives are still fresh is an insult to their memory.
Well, it seems like the subtitles or the text, as you can see right there, is completely different from what the voice actors are saying, which is a little strange, but, well, you can clearly see what they're trying to get across here.
But Chamber Lady Aberdeen.
Barney has clearly been...
I said that is enough! If you want to resume discussions after the mourning period, feel free.
But until then, your concern should be for those whose lives were lost in the wreck.
Oliel, see these people off, would you?
You heard, Mother. Away with you, or I will personally see to it that you get double shifts of guard duty.
Right.
I'm sorry that was the first thing you woke up to.
Oh, okay.
Please forgive them.
Oh, thank you. Yes. I can't believe they want to seize my home. Can't you do something?
If I could do more, I would. The most I can do for you is declare a mourning period and buy you a little time.
Ah, okay. For 5 days, no one in the tribe can ask for what you owe.
That gives you a few days to pay back the money. Either gather the money or earn a tribal favor, and they won't be able to touch you. Once you can make the payment, come see me. Please find a way to make it work.
Oh, okay. So the last thing I want to do is take your lighthouse away. I'm surprised that I actually own a wow, whoa, that's a large lighthouse. Very good. Okay, I actually own some rather splendid property, don't I? Anyway, I can't possibly accomplish that any more time. This blood price is unfair. You can't hold me responsible for things that are out of my control, or then I will have to head outside the walls. We'll say that.
That does seem like your most effective option, dangerous as it is.
I doubt you'd be able to gather that much in such a short time just by staying in Chietso.
Never forget, no one is an orphan in Cierzo. Do not hesitate to ask the rest of the tribe for survival advice.
Ah, okay, so apparently according to this woman, the way that you pronounce the town's name is Cierzo. Cierzo, okay, well, my bad.
If you can do a great deed for someone in Cierzo, we will owe you a tribal favor.
Aha, so a tribal favor will be accepted as a substitute.
Once you're ready to leave Cierzo, speak with Burak, the gateward. Remember, you only have a few days.
Right, okay, so we only have a few days. We can speak to Burak, and then he is going to potentially give us the okay to exit the town. But, I mean, just look at this. I personally feel like the game looks fantastic. Look at the water textures. They are really quite beautiful. So I'm actually kind of surprised that people say that the game does not look good, but I think it does.
I'm glad you survived the wreck.
Ooh, that glowing sword is new. When did you get it?
Rufus commissioned it for me as a going-away present.
I was going to leave this morning to go join the holy mission of Elat before Mother could stop me.
But with the shipwreck, it wouldn't be right to leave so soon.
Oh, you have no idea. I don't know how I'm going to gather the money.
I have faith in you. You'll pull through.
If you can survive such a lethal shipwreck, I'm sure you can make your next blood price payment.
Farewell, my friend.
Feels like taxes. Feels like taxes, but maybe much worse. I mean, I'm actually kind of surprised. I mean, surely other people's ancestors must have caused some problem in the tribe as well at some point. It's not just me. I feel like this is completely unfair, but I suppose that's how it usually is. Ooh, a quarterstaff. Give me that. Great. Okay, I have a quarterstaff already, so that basically means I can attack things. I can go bonk on their head, and then we're well on our way to having a fantastic time. Alright, so who's this? Hello. That's just a regular guard. Don't talk to me about arrows in knees, thanks very much. And we're going to be making our way down here. Making my way downtown. Oh, no, okay, let's not do that either. Let's not do that. Okay, so what else am I doing? Can I speak to these guys? No, I can't speak to him. Oh, I'm sorry. Shopkeeper Doran. Can I steal stuff? No, that probably would not be the best idea, would it? No, not at all. Hello. Okay, yeah, so I should probably go and speak to the guy. Oh, there's Rufus.
Blessings of Elat upon you.
Ah, you're a healer, right? Should I be worried about the wild? Do you have any specific questions? What short-term situations could make me lose the edge in a fight? Many foes will inflict you with temporary effects. These effects go away over time, although many can be cured with the right items. For example, if you are bleeding and losing health, a bandage will stop the bleeding and heal you for a short time. Yeah, that's exactly the reason why. What we're going to do is I am going to assign this to a quick slot. So we're going to basically put our bandages on R, and I will be pressing R at any time that we need to, but you can bleed very, very easily in this game. So I'm a bit worried, to be honest. I want to buy something, please. Okay, so I have 27 silver. That's probably not enough to basically buy anything, but I would like to maybe buy some bandages. Seems like this fellow does not actually even sell bandages. That is not very good. Okay, well, I guess what we'll have to do is just gather some berries. Wow, there's actually quite a few berries around here, so I probably want to gather as many as I can get my hands on, because you never know, maybe I'll need some extra food. Bear in mind, you do also need to drink. That's also a thing.
Whoa!
Hold up there. Where do you think you're going? I'm going outside.
Oh, not like that, you aren't. You need at least an equipped weapon, a water skin. If I let you adventure outside, you're pressed to find a weapon.
Make yourself a quarterstaff from some tree wood. You can also craft a backpack, although I'm sure you'll find one lying around at home. Yeah, I found that.
I'm also sure you can find a spare water skin by the water purifier on the town beach.
I'll make sure I'm prepared then. Okay, thanks very much. Okay, so we already have a backpack. as he said, we can find one at home. So what I need to do is I just need to go over here and find a water skin by the water purifier at the beach. Where is the water purifier? Probably over in this direction. We already have a quarterstaff, so technically we could have made it out of wood, which would have required us to use the crafting system. Bear in mind that there is a massive amount of craftable items in this game. So if you're looking for crafting, then that's certainly something that you're going to be very happy with. Let's gather some fish. Oh, fishing harpoon is required? Of course. I mean, we're not going to be some kind of insane kung fu master that is able to pluck the fish out of the water with his bare hands. Of course. Okay, there's a water skin. Very nice. Can I get another one? I'd like to have another one if at all possible, but I doubt that's going to happen. No, it's probably not going to happen. I don't see one. Oh well, one should be enough for some short journeys. So what we're going to do now is I'm going to gather water, and we're going to fill up our water skin if I can. Yes, there we go. It's absolutely full up now, so that's great. Okay, so let's unequip this, and we will actually put this to a quick slot so that I can equip it in a quick second. The old lantern could probably go on here as well. There we go. Alright, so I am basically now ready to venture out and try and see if I can survive in the great outdoors. But that's probably not going to happen very well, is it? Let's face it, it's me.
Something?
I'm going outside.
Well, you got the essentials at least. Here, I'll teach you a skill.
Ooh, he's going to teach us a
There you
skill.
go.
Moon swipe.
Mastering skills is the key to survival out in the wild.
Ah.
All right.
Use the gate when you want to head out. I want to train with you. If you like to learn a defensive technique with a two-handed sword, I'll teach you the pommel counter. It'll leave your foes confused. That lesson costs 50 silver. I do not have that, unfortunately. But he did give us another skill. Where are my skills? There they are. Alright, so there's Moon Swipe right there. It requires a halberd or a staff. Double attack that deals high damage and that increases in power if you have the Rage or Discipline boons. So I can assign that to a quick slot, and let's put that on too. Now we also have Push Kick. It's a weak attack that excels at knocking back enemies, which is also an ability that we have. We also have the ability to throw a lantern, which creates a zone of fire for 5 seconds. So there are a wide variety of different things and different situations that you can approach from all manners of different directions. So if you have the imagination, I do not, then you can probably do a pretty sizable amount of damage to some pretty hard enemies along the way. So we are now out of the town, and I am prepared to face my first opponent, whichever it may be. What is it going to be? We have some berries here. Hello. Give me some of these, please. I feel like I'm going to be collecting berries most of the time. But I have a feeling that we're probably going to come across our first opponent relatively soon. What is up here? What is that? Is that an ore vein or something like that? No, well, we do have to be a bit careful here. Now, bear in mind that if I were to dodge right now, so as you can see right there's my roll. And in Dark Souls terms, that's a fat roll. That's a fat roll. But yeah, you can actually drop your backpack at any time, and you can then roll extremely quickly. So there is also that to take into account. Now, I'm going to try and be a bit sneaky about things, because there is no experience, so to speak, in this game. There's actually... Ooh, yeah, tripwire. Oh, yes. Yes, give me all of that. Thank you very much. I got some tripwire traps, and I also gained a couple of extra bandages as well. That's going to be very, very useful for me. And yeah, so as I was saying, you can drop the drop your backpack, and then you can, well, you can roll a lot better. So I'm actually going to drop my backpack because I think there's an enemy over here. Yep, there is an enemy right here. I'm ready. Let's do this. Okay, let's be careful. Oh no! Oh no! Oh, is that guy actually helping? That guy's helping me! Thanks very much, person. I am actually wondering whether he's an enemy, and he's going to attack me after this. I assume that's probably going to be the case. Let's face it. Okay, we've eliminated... Yep, it is a bandit. Is it? Are you gonna kill me? Yep, he wants to kill. He wants to kill. Alright. Alright, let's do this. I'm actually pretty happy I have a pretty long weapon right now. Yes, there we go. Take that. Thank you very much. Alright, so we actually survived. I'm kind of surprised about that. And we are going to be picking up our primitive satchel. And we will loot. Okay, so we have raw meat. That is definitely going to be something that we will want to cook. Now, you can get all kinds of infections from eating raw meat in this game. So otherwise we are... Oh, look at this. Use to craft equipment by binding them to iron weapons. That's pretty nice. And this is also used in many basic crafting things. So we will be able to do that as well. This guy has some arrows. I'm going to take the antidote and the linen cloth because I think you can probably make bandages from this. And I'm not actually going to take arrows because I think I'm probably not going to be a bow user in this game, at least for the moment. Maybe we'll decide to do it at a later point. So let's read this sign. Southeast is Conflux Mountain. Well, that's good to know. There's a huge amount of blood here. And, well, I suppose we're going to continue adventuring. But, bear in mind, this game has co-op. It has online co-op, and I think someone might be joining me in the next episode. So anyway, I thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.